I want to ask you, Stephen Knapp, a Western Vedic scholar and author of Crimes Against India and the Need to Protect Its Ancient Vedic Tradition, had said government officials have taken control of Hindu temples because they smell money in them. They recognize the indifference of Hindus. They are aware of the unlimited patience and tolerance of the Hindus. Many Hindus are sitting and watching the demise of their culture. Do you think Hindus are indifferent and that is why governments do this to us?
See, somewhere, if I have to elaborate on this, we have been raised, generally this entire culture has been raised as a… this is controversial, but let me tell you, as a godless culture. We are not a culture which we believed there's one power up there and he manages everything from there, there's one man sitting up there and he manages everything. Here we are always told, your life is your karma. The way you do it is the way it happens. Right things happen, wrong things happen, it's your business. But you can empower yourself with your spirituality, the religious processes, the rituals, the devotion, all these things empower you to create your life the way you want. But the way… when you say life is your karma, we are saying your life is your making, 100%. So, this is a very different kind of culture, and I'm saying this is a culture which is ancient, but will be the only culture relevant for the future, believe me. Because the young people in this world, everywhere in the world, irrespective of geography, culture, race, religion, everywhere in the world, young people in the world want to take charge of their lives. They don't want life to be managed by heaven. So that was never so in this culture. We always told you your life is your karma. But this karma business, which is the most dynamic way to handle your life, unfortunately, a certain amount of apathy and particularly invasions, you must understand invasion is not just a word. It is such a brutalization of generations of people that you lose your survival. Simple survival becomes your mode. You don't want to raise your head anywhere, you don't want to talk about anything. This has happened to India in a big way. For generations of people, in the last 400 to 500 years, we have understood one thing, the wisdom in the Hindu communities, if you raise your head will go away. So put your head down and walk. So that culture has made us extremely submissive, extremely passive, but that is going away now. The new generation, which is born in free India, is not thinking on those terms. They want to take their life into their hand. So when youth want to take their life into their hands, the only relevant structure of how life should be handled is the way this land has espoused. Because you can believe something, you can disbelieve something, you can worship something, not worship something, you can worship everything, and still you're a Hindu because essentially you believe your life is your business. You're a seeker, you always want to know. Because you clearly recognized your ignorance, you clearly identified, we do not know too much of this creation, we have to search through our life. Everywhere else it's clearly stated, everything, from A to Z, everything is written down and that's it. Everything we ever wish to know is all written down and that's it. This is a culture which is always of questioning, always of debate. Even when the so-called divine entities came, all they got was tricky questions, hundreds of questions. They never got around to give us a commandment.